Hello. Welcome to Great Books, Big Ideas. I am joined by a very special guest, Mr. G.I. Joe.
Hey, Jim.
And I will put this guitar down. The reason we have a guitar with us today is because we have a music-themed tag video. How you doing, G.I. Joe?
Hey, Jim. Nice to see you again. How have you been?
Good to see you again.
I have a tough assignment for you.
Oh, a tough assignment?
Not really all that tough. Okay, are you ready to answer these tag questions from Robert G. Reader of Books?
I'm up for it. Let's take a shot at these.
Cool.
And I want to send a thank you to Denise at Dobby Books for tagging me. Thank you for tagging me, Denise.
Yes, thanks to Denise at Dobby Books.
Appreciate it. And I'm going to have a lot of fun with this. This shouldn't take too long, should it, G.I. Joe?
Roger that. 1. Do you listen to music while you read? Is it a necessity? Why?
You know, as a rule, no, I do not listen to music as I read. I find it way too distracting. I am very musical by nature. I'm a real music lover. I listen to all kinds of music, or most kinds of music. And I kind of segment it or compartmentalize that. So when I'm listening to music, I pretty much only want to listen to music. And when I'm reading, I only want to be reading. So most of the time, as a rule, there are exceptions, but most of the time I do not listen to music while I read.
2. Is there a special kind of music you prefer when reading, such as rock, classical, jazz, etc.?
Well, the only kind of music that I can tolerate while I read, it's not rock, it's not jazz, it's not classical, not spoken word, obviously, nothing like that. I don't listen to rap music. So even most kinds of instrumental music, my brain starts kicking into like sort of hearing the narrative of the music. Like there's always a structure to music. There's repetition, there's patterns, there's recapitulations, refrains. And I'm always processing like that. So anything like that's going to take me away from the reading experience. The only time I can really make an exception to that is if I'm listening to, I guess I would call it ambient music, and it has to be really ambient music, like, you know, one drone note and some like stuff kind of fading in, fading out really slowly, just like very deep background music. Some people call this focus music or meditation music. There have been times when I've been able to successfully read that way, but, you know, it's, even said, there are times when I can listen to music and read at the same time if it's ambient music. But honestly, most of the time I don't even listen to that kind of music.
3. Is there a particular kind of music you would never listen to when you read?
A particular kind of music I would never listen to? Well, hip hop, rap, anything that's like really kind of spoken word based would be like just a total deal breaker. I wouldn't be able to, my focus would be scattered in too many directions.
4. Do you read in silence? Is the quiet necessary? Why?
I do like silence, Joe. I really do. I try to, unless I'm reading aloud and I can hear myself read, which I do sometimes, like to kind of refocus on things. I really like a quiet place, like most of the time. Yeah, there can be some ambient background noise here or there, but on the whole, I read and prefer to read in silence. And I would prefer not to read with music distracting me. And it's nothing against music. As I said, I absolutely love music, but it almost takes priority over the reading experience for me. If music kind of strikes a little bit deeper into my core, because it doesn't use words, like it doesn't have that kind of linguistic element. There is musical language, but it's like a deep, more abstract in a way, but also more fundamental type of language. And, it's hard to speak two languages at the same time.
5, or a scenario you're reading in a public place, a cafe, the park, on public transportation, in a plane, and someone begins playing music or a live band begins to play. What's your reaction?
All right, so you're asking me in a public place, on the bus, at a cafe, like Barnes and Noble, sitting in a public park, and someone's playing music, and a live band begins to play. What's my reaction? I'll tell you what my reaction is, Joe. I listen to the music. If I was happening to read a book or doing anything else, like scrolling my phone, I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna always focus on the music first, and then be reacting to that. So if I go out to a bar and I'm with friends and there's a live, there's a band, like a bar band playing, and everyone else is not paying attention to them, I'm the only person in the crowd paying attention to them, or one of the only ones. And I can't even carry on a conversation because I'm constantly drawn back to the music. It's a little bit like when you're in a restaurant and they have a TV on. I hate that when they have a TV up in the tavern or something. Everyone's always kind of looking up at the TV because it's distracting. Well, for me, music is the same. It's the same as that.
6, does it matter to you at all whether music is playing or not?
Yeah, I guess it does. Now, there are instances, I can cite instances where maybe I was sitting in a coffee shop and having a coffee or tea, and there's stuff going on around me, and there may be even some music piped in the back, but I could still read with that. I kind of tune that out, and it's sort of becomes this sort of background wallpaper. And then I am able to sort of focus. So there are exceptions to my rule where I am able to really focus if the sound, the background noise, the music is more ambient. And in that case, there are times when I'm able to focus on my reading just fine. But what do I prefer? I prefer a nice, quiet, cozy room, an armchair, a couch, anywhere I can go comfortable, read in bed, whatever. That's what I prefer. And, in this day and age, I have a set of AirPod Pros now that I got for Christmas. And you can just turn on the noise cancellation on those suckers, and that basically tunes everything out. So if you really want total silence, that's the way to go. I also wear hearing aids, so I can up the noise cancellation on my programming on the app for the hearing aid, and that also really filters out a lot of the extra noise. I would say some of the ambient noise that I don't mind reading to would just be the sounds of nature, like the wind, the rain, the birds, just the sounds, cars passing by occasionally, just kind of that sort of background is usually fine. I can read by an open window is what I'm saying.
Thanks, Jim, for answering the tag questions.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks for asking me these questions. It's been a long time no see. I hope you come back on the show another time and do some special guest interview questions. I really like this. Hopefully all you in the audience like this. What's that?
Would you like to tag anyone else?
Oh, yeah, I would like to tag some other people. So I'm going to make a short list of people tagged in the description box, but I also want to extend a global invitation to anyone who wants to respond on this tag. Make a video or respond to the questions in the comments field. We'd love to hear what you have to say. Thanks, Joe, for joining me. Thanks to you all for watching me. If you're new to the channel and you want to talk about great books and big ideas, you've come to the right place. Just click the like button, the thumbs up, subscribe, ring the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. It does help build support for the channel. I'm going to stop with my pitch. I just want to thank G.I. Joe again for joining me for this fun tag about music and books. Thank you to Robert G., Reader of Books, for originating the tag, and thanks again to Denise at Darby Books for tagging me. Bye-bye.